same thing in China against a very good Georgia Tech team. And, you know, it hadn't been an easy schedule, and it doesn't get any easier playing now 3 games in 5 days. So we're asking a lot, and we've got to do a good job in prep. A lot of growth. I think there's a lot of room for growth on this team, and that's what's exciting. And yet a lot of guys, even in that growth, had some really good plays and really had some good things happen. But young players, we got 5 of our 8 didn't play last year, so they're learning what scouting reports are and how personnel matters and learning that quickly. And that's not easy. You got to learn very quickly again going in. You got basically about 30 some odd hours to get ready for the next game. Then we go to Kansas City, and we're going to play 2 really good teams in Kansas City. So your prep has to be accelerated. And young players, it takes a while for that to sink in and learn. And I think once that does, you're going to see their games go to another level because they are very talented.
You guys obviously are probably a little jet lagged. You went from having 11, thinking you would have an 11-man rotation to 8. How have all those factors with fatigue kind of contributed to this?
Well, and we're trying to move into the Austin Center, so we're trying to get that done too, just because of the training facility over there that we have, cold tubs and everything else. So, you know, they're trying to do that as well, and so there has obviously there's been a lot going on, and that's why, you know, we don't give excuses, and these guys won't give excuses, and we talked about that about the last 3 or 4 timeouts that. You know, it is the way it is, and our schedule is the way it is. This China game was the last to get on the schedule. You know, we know how difficult our schedule is with travel and the places we got to go and the teams we got to play. And this was a team that had already played Baylor. They're getting better. The Howard kid is special. You know, so they came and gave us their best shot. And for our guys not to succumb to our legs are tired, we've been on a long trip. That would have been the easy way out, and I think that's what I appreciate out of them. These 2 guys are great leaders. They kept everybody together. I thought Prince and Alex were terrific off the bench. And then, you know, the freshmen did some very good things. You know, these guys made plays down the stretch, but we had some really good plays out of the freshmen. You know, Wilkes gets 12 rebounds, has a huge block. Might have saved the win with a huge block. Jalen makes 1 of 2 free throws again, just like at Tech. To be able to get us to overtime. And I thought Chris Smith did a lot of good things on the backboard. So we had good play out of everybody, and these guys stepped up their game when they had to step it up, and that's encouraging.
Coach, for you and the players, how has the China ordeal impacted this team, and did you see any signs of that tonight?
I don't think so. You know, because we played in Georgia Tech with the team we currently have. You know, so. Obviously press conferences and the amount of cameras, and these guys see all that. You know, they see the helicopters outside and everything else. So those things aren't normal. So those aren't things that are easy, even though that we don't talk about it that much, because again, it's not about excuses. It's about there's a game today or there's a practice today. We got to get better. But that sounds great, but it's not always easy. And that's why I appreciate what they've done. I really tried to hammer them through the first half and through halftime, and then I really tried to back off a little bit in the second half and just let them play through some things and see how they can do some things, because I think that's going to be crucial moving forward. So we're still learning as coaches kind of what these individuals are and the personalities are, but I like how they stepped up tonight with some adversity. We know there's a lot of adversity around us, and to be able to win this game the way we won it speaks volumes for the characters of our guys.
Aaron, you've played a lot of basketball here. How can a game like this, with all the extra stuff going on, build that team camaraderie and bring you guys together, especially with getting a win tonight?
I mean, at the end of the day, we're all brothers, so we're going to have each other's back no matter what happens. And obviously it brought us together. We lost 3 players, so we really had to grow as a team, and that's what we did.
Well, I thought they did cut. They cut very hard, and I give them a lot of credit for that. They cut very hard, and they made some really good shots. You know, they made some tough shots at times. And I thought early in the game they had a lot of wide open looks, and I really, and I've talked to the team about this afterwards. It's about understanding scouting reports. It's understanding why we have notebooks, why we give you personnel, why guys are shooters versus drivers, or can they do both? And those are things that I just think young players, it takes some time to understand the importance of that. When you start getting lit up in Pauley Pavilion, it'll sink in. Those things will sink in, and they'll start understanding the importance. Because in high school, and whether it's AAU, they're probably not having the extent of a scouting report like you're getting at the collegiate level with all the tapes that we have, all the information that we can get and pass on. So it's a learning curve. It's trying to understand that. I caught Aaron a couple times in the game, like, how do you not know he's a shooter yet? And that's, as a coach, we're saying the same thing, but as a 17, 18-year-old who's probably only in his second scouting report, it's going to take some time. But when you start giving up a lot of baskets in Pauley, you'll start, I think, concentrating a little bit more on scouting reports. Internal debate within the university? I haven't been privy to any kind of internal debate. We had our press conference today. I appreciate the three young men of the statements that they had. I thought Dan's statement was point on. All the information that we know was given. So now it's just school protocol. It's what goes on with student conduct. And so, once that's clear, we'll sit as an administration and coaches and move from there. But I don't know of any internal debate going on of the indefinite suspension is what it is. It's indefinite right now until the school goes through what they've got to go through. They would do that with every student. And when that happens, then we'll all sit down and we'll make the best judgment call that we can about the length of that suspension.
Thomas, you look a lot more active and your footwork is a lot better. What did you do in the off season to really improve?
I think a lot of it comes with confidence as well, just getting more experience and just kind of knowing when to be, where to be, and at what times to be there. But yeah, just stayed in the weight room a lot, just trying to work on just getting quicker feet, stronger, and I think I made a lot of progress with it.
Thomas, you made a big shot there toward the end, but before that, a little bit off with your touch tonight. Are you kind of jet lagged right now and pretty tired from all this?
No. I think I felt good coming into the game. I just missed some shots, and it's going to happen. I'm going to keep shooting them. I think I'll make more than I miss in the long run. So I'm going to stay confident and just keep trying to do what I do.
You did miss a three.
I did. 0 for 1 in the year.
Gone from 100% to 50 in one game.
That's it.
Not having those guys, how much did that affect you guys fatigue-wise, only playing 8?
Well, we started off with this at Georgia Tech, so it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, it's just one of those things you got to work through. I mean, the guys we have on the court are the guys we have on the court right now, and it's just about doing everything we can as a team to get wins, and I think that's what we did there tonight. So it's just about learning from that and just getting ready for this next one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.